topic of the night. If everyone could get to their seats, please. If anyone can't find a seat, there's a few down at the front here and scattered throughout, so don't be shy, come on in, and yeah, we'll start in maybe a minute. Alrighty. Hello, hello. Are we ready for our final talk of the night? I heard you all boo at me before, and I don't want you to give her the same energy, but she is going to be talking about AI. Yay! Woo! Please put your hands together for Sowmiya.
Hello, hello. Can you hear me fine? Okay, thank you. I don't know, was it a boo or was it a cheer when I said AI? I promise I won't go evil and take over the world. I will not do anything. I can't even if I tried. So, why do I work in AI, so why am I trying to kind of like, bring down the hype? Because it's nice. It's nice to see everybody talking about AI, like AI can do that, AI can do this. But sometimes it's just too much hype. Like my dad just calls me up sometimes and he's just like waiting for me to be like, okay, so what are you working on AI? I'm like, I count birds. And he's like, I don't know, what like I'm Iron Man? Like what do you expect me to do? I just count birds. So I'm gonna just bring you all back to reality, because this is what most of us are doing. Okay, we're just doing really basic stuff. Maybe some billionaires with lots and lots of money to blow, they are probably doing something else, but not me. That's not me. Yeah, another thing about me, this is not my real voice. I had a weird throat infection, so my voice has been acting weird and stuff. At some point, if it turns something like this, just ignore it. I hope it doesn't. Otherwise, or if I completely lose it, I'm just gonna have to lip sync or something. So let's see what happens. I guess we'll find out. All right. So. Okay, so AI, it can do a lot of things. Everybody knows it's just been around. Like, no, you couldn't have escaped this. Like, it can do that. It can take your job. It can. What's with Will Smith eating that spaghetti? Like, why? Why is everybody obsessed with that? And this AI Spotify playlist thing that's been happening, and people are. How many of you are using it as a therapist? Okay, but be careful. Don't give in your information. Be very careful about this. Yeah. Yeah, don't. Yeah, and a lot more other problematic things, right? So it's doing a lot of things, but have to really. Okay. So what happens when you actually try to solve a problem with AI, something meaningful? Like global warming, cure for cancer. That's a bit too much. Maybe let's take it down a notch a little bit, and maybe like counting birds. Yay! That's something nice to start at. You're like, who the hell is counting birds? Why are we counting birds? What are they possibly gonna do? Like, why would anyone do that? It's just a bird, right? It's a cute bird. It does look cute. Okay. So the bird, it's fine on its own. It's cool. It's just chilling, but they poo. And then this bird poo, oh my God, come on. Yeah, they have bacterial infection. Ooh, in theme with today's talk. No, not yet. I did not see Felicia's slide, so this is so fun for me, how everything has just worked out together. And they have bacterial infection. And what happens then? This bacterial infection spreads in the waterways, and then you drink that water. And then, no, I'm just kidding. You won't die. Nothing's gonna happen. It's fine. You'll be fine. I just like to sometimes, keep the stakes so high, so I feel like my work is so meaningful. Like, oh my God, I'm saving the world. I'm making sure people are not dying. It's not that big of a deal. You just have to guess the estimate of the birds and stuff. And then, yeah, they have like multi-layers of defense and protocol. It's not like, oh my God, we missed the birds. It's over. Melbourne. No, it's not. It's not at all. But then it's just sort of like an estimation. So how is it done now? Like what the whole process is like and everything. So here's a water reservoir. Okay, and then they have, this is just an abstract image. This is not, okay. You should be happy I didn't become a designer. So there's like a bunch of cameras, and then they take like pictures every 1 hour, because I know we're not that too serious. We care about it, but like we don't have to like every second we need the images. I'm not really selling it. I should stop. Okay. And so you get like 24 something images. Okay, so this is the last boring slide, I promise. Okay, so approximately you get like 24 images, and that gets stored in the cloud storage. It's not like the fancy cloud storage like your Google Drive or iPhone. You did this 2 years ago. You found 7 birds 2 years ago. That would be nice, and I wouldn't have a job if it was that simple. So it's a very sad-looking cloud storage. So what happens is John, the data guy, will then John, the data guy, will you guys are making me laugh. I'm supposed to make you laugh. So he will send the images through email to the expert. And it's not like we have a person sitting there just to count birds. That's not her whole job. That's what I thought too. I thought like, oh my God, there's a person the job is to count birds. It's not. So they don't say, so she counts it like, it's like a half-an-hour job. So then it's a bit tricky for her to directly access the cloud storage. So John does this, and then gets to the expert. Expert fills a form, like I saw a bird. It was over there. Serious. It's much serious than that. I should have done a run-through. And then it goes into an Excel sheet. And then to a dashboard, a fancy-looking dashboard, where you don't have to look at the numbers. It's just graphs and stuff. And it's nice-looking, and it gives you some estimation and stuff. So this is the process. So now, the interesting part, time to find the birds. Let's go. Come on. Okay. How hard could it be, right? Like, you must have seen this, like, even back in the early days, like face detection. Here's how it detects, like a box around you. This has been around for so long, like 10 years ago as well. So I was like, yeah, bird detection. I'll detect the birds. It's gonna be something simple like this. And then they send me the picture. Yay. Okay. I promise you, I did not see Felicia's slides, but let's play a game. Do you see a bird in this picture? There? There? There! Oh, there! That little dot over there! Woo! Did it! That's the bird. So it's like one little bird sitting there. How is it gonna be problematic? It's not always, this is not the problematic situation. This is the worst case scenario. Where there are like 50, 60 of them, and it's dark, and they're just sitting there and shitting. So this is it. This is what we don't want to happen, right? This is the danger situation. And we have to make sure this doesn't happen. So we found the birds. Next step, count them. So there's going to be a little bit of, oh no, I will. Okay. Yeah, there it is. So a little bit theory, but we don't have to, everything is AI now. It's like that is AI. Somebody just called a calculator AI last time, so I don't know anymore. But what we need to focus on is AI, is like kind of like the umbrella term, and there is this thing called machine learning, and my favorite thing, computer vision. So computer vision sort of like takes in from machine learning, a little bit of deep learning as well. So computer vision is teaching the AI to see. So that's how they can see, oh yeah, that is a bird and all that. So that's the key component, so I'll not go deeper into it. So that's computer vision. That's what we're focusing on. So this is sort of how it works. You kind of get the AI to be like, this is a bird, this is a bird, this is a bird. You send them like thousands and thousands and thousands of images, and they're like, aha, okay, this is a bird. So that's how they understand it. So you like, it's an oversimplification, but think of it as a human. Like you also have to see a person like multiple times eventually. You're like, yeah, that's John, the data guy. It's exactly like that. So you see, you have to train it. But sometimes what happens is, clearly our bird is not picture perfect like that. So even if I have like a data set there about thousands and thousands of images and I show it, it's not going to be able to detect that little dot that I had in mind. So here's what we technically do. So we take that image and do this process called annotation. So basically, hey, this thing over here, so it gets some contextual information as well. So it can understand this is the labeling, this thing over here, this is the bird that I'm looking for, so it can understand it. And then you do it multiple times over and over and again, and it understands it. Oh yeah, this is a bird. So here's the, so remember when we saw this image first? Whoa, yeah, back to this problem. We couldn't see it when it was so huge. So we kind of zoomed in and we tried to focus on different regions. So we're teaching the machine to kind of think like us. So you do the exact same thing, and we call this process called tiling. So like kind of create little cubicle spaces and ask you to focus on that, focus on this, focus on that. Like, oh yeah, like this, just focus. But in our case, it was much easier because we know the birds only hang around the tower and this region over here. So I'm like, yeah, just two tile, enough. I don't care what happens to the other space. So these two areas were the only thing we were focusing on. And now, that problem is started now. So even though it's a huge image and there's just like one little area where our little birds are, usually we, like I said, there are like thousands and thousands of images. In this time, we only had like 50 images, and because of the whole process I showed, they just get the emails. It's like a bunch of, I have to go dive into those email threads and look into it and find thousands of images. And they're like, I don't know, I can forward you all the emails that I've had in the past 3 months, and I don't want to do that, like what? I don't even read my own emails. So worst case, the other option is I have to go to John, the data guy. We don't want to do that. Like, yeah, I don't want to do that. So I was like, you know what? I'll see what I can with the 50 images. Fortunately, because of the advanced technologies now that we have, if anybody's interested, it's this tool called Custom Vision on Microsoft. Sorry, I use Microsoft. I have to. I'm not good at anything else. So this is the one. And it gave an okay, even with that 50 images, it gave like 62% precision, which is not too bad. It's for 50 images, right? So even though it's, say, 62%, it's not like completely off. It's not like when there are 100 birds, it's only like guessing 60 birds. And no, it's not like that. It's kind of missing, plus it's overestimating by maximum 5 birds, or sometimes 3. It's only when the lighting is too bad. So most of the time it's okay, because like I said, in our case, it's only when there are like 50 birds, it's a problem. And instead of 50, if it says 55, that's not like, oh my God, how could you situation. We can go ahead with that. Like, yeah, that's fine, 50, 55, it's the same thing. So it's not like math or something. So we were like, yeah, great, perfect, this is better. I mean, let's go ahead. So this is what we did, and it did pretty well. Look at that. It detected so well. It was so tiny thing, so it'll break it. So we taught it to go there, break it down, look on these focus areas, and then find those little birds. Sometimes it makes mistake, like over here. Like I can't even tell if maybe there was a bird there. Over here, maybe it was. It was just hiding there. I don't know. I guess we'll never know. So, now, some of the tech experts here, if you're like, well, why didn't you just use MCP, GPT, agentic AI, neural network, deep learning, that could have made it easier? Well, wait, there's a reason. There's a reason why. We had no money. We had no time. We had no resources, okay? Like, there's nothing left here. Like, you're like, 1 month, do what you can, finish this project or drop it. I was like, and I already tried to overhype myself. I'm like, oh my God, I have to do this. The Melburnians, the Reliant told me I have to count the birds. So I was like, I'll do it. I'll do it no matter what. So this is what innovation in real life is like. Like people think innovation is like Marvel movie. This is what I thought. This is how I got into this job. This is exactly how they pulled me in. I'm like, I'm gonna be like Black Panther. I'm gonna be like Shuri, just all that. No, this is what I got. So this is what I'm doing now. So now, the final solution. Drum roll, please. Yay. Boom. An Excel sheet. Yay. Yeah, I mean, a Sowmiya from a year ago would have been like, don't worry, I'll create a VR simulation. I will take it so immersive. You become the bird. You see the bird. It just... you know what? It's not gonna work. Like your client doesn't care. They're gonna be excited, but will they use it? No. No. Will they pay for it? No. Just give them in their damn Excel sheet. Just give it to them in their Excel sheet. They'll actually use it, and maybe you get paid and get another project. So, woo, we did it, and they were happy. We found the birds. So now this is how it works. Like, you don't have to go to John the data guy. You don't have to deal with the emails. It just goes straight away, Excel sheet and dashboard. Yay. And that's how you count the birds. Thank you. That's all. Thank you. That's it. I think I went really fast. I should have slowed down. Did I go too fast? I feel like I just came in.
I don't know. I was having too much fun. Give it up for AI. And give it up for Sowmiya. Oh no, you're right on time. We have time for a few questions. Okay. I'll start at the front here. So how do you separate AI as being helpful or a threat to your job?
As a developer, I tried to kind of, like in this example, they were like, let's use Gen AI. Gen AI, like it wasn't necessary. Like you try to, as a developer, I can kind of stop them, try to reason with them, but they're greedy. So let's just talk to them in their language. Just tell them 90% of the AIs don't work. So just give them money, throw them money stats. They don't. People, the business people there, they pretend like they have humanity, but they don't. So this is being recorded, isn't it?
Okay, so just remember they don't have humanity.
So just give them facts like their 95% of the AI do not work, so be careful. Just try to reason with them in terms of the ROI with humans is actually definitely there's like much more riskier things. Like it's much more accurate when you use people. Human in the loop is always an important thing because AI can make mistakes. So you kind of don't completely remove human out of the loop. So in that way, human have some other jobs created while the AI is doing its thing as well. Yeah.
All right. Yep, right here.
Wondering, having birds before, that you can
how many birds before they shit too much?
This wasn't like the major problem. The thing is, they have like massive area. So usually when we try to do the innovation, is obviously they don't have money, so they give us like a scrap of the thing to play around with. So they have like massive region, and so right now they're spending. People are sitting and counting it, so it's just to automate it. The expense is very less. So once you do it, and then it's automated it, and multiple things are, so you don't have to. You know, the worst case is after you find the birds, what do? They send a person over there to shoo them away. I'm not even kidding. I wish I was kidding. I laughed. I thought they were joking at me, and they were like, no, we do send a person. Sometimes, they do spend a lot more unnecessary money on things. So if you just automate it, nobody wants to count birds. Like, I would never let a good job be taken by AI. Like, I want to make sure sad jobs like this, counting birds. I have a project where I count buffaloes too. I'll talk about it next time. Only those will be taken by AI.
All right, over here.
Did you guys consider adding thermal cameras?
Yeah, that was considered too, but money. Yeah.
Here.
Oh yeah, I wasn't allowed to steal as many pictures from the project. It's there, and this is the only picture I had. But the water birds were the most. It's called coots. Yeah. They're the most dangerous ones as well. So, and again, they don't have the data set to even there are like 5 of them. So it's much less. So yeah. Yeah.
Back here. Did you name any of the birds?
But I named the AI after the expert. Oh, I can't reveal their name. Yeah. Their name also had AI in it, in between. So I was like, oh, perfect. I'm just gonna use their name.
Here in the green.
Yeah. Oh, the first was, where is the bird? Because I was so shy to oh my God, maybe I'm just not seeing the birds. And I was so embarrassing. And then eventually they showed it to me, no, over there. That was the most heartbreaking thing. Second was when there is reflection, it kept confusing the reflection as birds. So that's the water bird you were asking, because when it's on water, it's so tiny, and the reflection and shadows will also make it look like a bird. So that was very tricky to kind of train, and that was a bit tricky, but eventually we figured it out, yeah.
Here.
Is 1 in the hand worth 2 in the bush?
What is that? I didn't get it.
Was that a question? Here.
Oh, I didn't.
Sorry? Do you retire? Redacted. Redundant.
Oh, my job.
No, John, the data
John.
guy.
No, John is the entire, I feel like the entire Melbourne is running on John's data capability. He's out there doing anything wrong with the company who shall not be named. The utility, I'm like, we need to do this. The architecture is gone here. And they're like, yeah, go to John, the data guy. He's out there stealing 5 people's job. He's doing everybody's job. So, no, he's there. I don't think anybody can take John's job.
We're coming for John next.
Yeah.
Yes, at the back here.
Hi, now you're from content bird counting.
Yeah.
What would be your dream project to work on with your skill set?
Nothing interesting. Just something that where I'm taking the task of boring stuff like this. Nothing that takes away let's make art with AI. No, I just want to do more boring stuff like this. Yeah. Tell me anything that's really, really boring that you want AI to take it. Like dishwashing, someone's told me once, like something like that. That would be my dishwashing. That's my dream. Yeah.
Maybe one more? Yep.
Can you use environmental DNA or some other method to validate the number of birds in the area?
I think that's like Felicia question. I'm more like the tech person, so I didn't get involved. I'm like, I count the birds, and then I tell where the birds are. I put it into the cloud, and I go home. I don't care what you do with it, so I didn't get involved in that. They tried to explain.
I can help with this. eDNA can detect birds, but it can't count abundances.
Oh,
I work in that.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah. Okay, I think... Did someone just call me a nerd? How dare you? All right, I think that might be it. Put your hands together, please. And also, just like hang around out here. Just we'll give you a nod.
I'll go around down.
All right, so that's the end of Nerd Night number 65. But don't worry, we have one more this year, December 2. Tickets will go on sale when we put them on sale. Yeah.
On our to-do list.
On our to-do list.
We thought you might be interested in this. So someone who comes to a lot of our Nerd Night shows is running this at Melbourne Fringe. There's one show left that's happening, I think, this Friday at 10:30 p.m. So if you're interested in this, it's kind of like a whodunit kind of show with some comedians.
It's like a role play game with comedians. Yeah.
So if you're interested in going, you can use the code NerdNight20 to get $20 tickets. And then that way they will know that we have actually advertised it at our shows, which is great.
We did it.
So yes, if you're interested, please support the local artists. And obviously there's heaps of things happening at Fringe, so please go support local artists.
We also unveiled this last gig, but we now have a Nerd Night Melbourne YouTube channel that is live, and it has, I think, 72 Nerd Night talks on it. A fantastic volley named Matt.
Such a backlog.
We still got the whole year to put on there, so there'll be more, 20 more from this year. But yeah, a fantastic volley named Matt put this all together for us. Go check it out. It's good for just whenever you're bored, I guess, and want to learn something or be entertained. So 72 Nerd Night videos on here. And with that, we are 100% volunteer powered. So at the end of our gigs... At the end of our gigs, we like to thank everyone, including ourselves. Thanks, us.
Obviously, thank you ourselves.
Yep, thank you. We've got our videographer, Michael.
Up the back there, yep.
Nick, who was our DJ tonight.
Things up the back.
David, who made our sick graphic.
Not here tonight, but...
Phil, who made our theme song that you heard at the beginning of the night. Luke on sound and lights. Matt, who made the YouTube, uploaded all the YouTube videos for us.
And before you click to the next one, Elodie, who's been doing photos for us tonight. We're very, very, very lucky to have Elodie here.
Elodie.
So Elodie's doing something very, very, very cool in a couple of weeks, and we thought we'd give her the opportunity to talk about it very quickly.
Hi everyone. I'm part of Homeward Bound, which is a leadership program for women in STEM. So the program aims to empower women in STEM and give them the skills that they need to make the planet more sustainable. So I'm heading to Tanzania in a month. I'm very excited. So that's the first ever leadership summit for Homeward Bound that will be in Africa. They used to be in Antarctica, so they've switched destination because they felt like we needed a more sustainable and affordable destination. So you can follow my journey on High on Ocean, highonocean.net, or High on Ocean on Instagram or on Facebook. And I'm fundraising for the program. So if you like the ocean, I'm an underwater photographer. So you can find my prints on my social media. And Christmas coming. So if you have ocean lovers in your life and you want to buy prints, then I'd be very grateful for that. And thank you for having me. It's been a fantastic night. Thanks.
Thanks, Elodie.
We're always happy to support Elodie, and we can vouch for how cool the photography actually is.
Yeah, all the photos from tonight, we're actually just going to look like fish, and it's going to be sick.
She's got the fish island.
But no, if there's any women in STEM in the audience, please look up into that. We would also like to thank Howler,
Woo!
the building.
And they let us keep coming back with these
Yes.
hilarious talks.
And bringing all these nerds into the building.
Yeah.
Where Are My Styles, who we spoke about earlier, but if you want any nerdy little knickknacks or doodads, go to them. They're great and they're
Yeah.
good friends of the show. Latrobe for sponsoring us. And our speakers, I'd like to invite them all back on stage.
Let's bring them out on stage.
Get out here.
Woo!
Moxie, Sowmiya, and Felicia.
Woo!
We might also just get a picture with them.
Elodie's running up to the
Elodie's
back.
getting in position.
Her lens is so long that she has to take the photos from the back.
It's used to taking photos of fish.
I can't even see you, Elodie. Are you good? All right. Hey, Lou,
Yeah,
squish in.
okay, we're taking a photo.
Yay!